Hello everybody, my name is Stinger, and today we're going to be showing you how to import objects into BeamNG.drive or make custom models. So, in this episode, we will be doing that. So, without further ado, let's start this episode. So, what you're going to need is SketchUp and GIMP. You don't need GIMP, but I recommend you use it just so if you want to make your custom textures, then you can. So, let's open up SketchUp. SketchUp's pretty easy to install. You just need to go down to the to Google and just type in SketchUp and it will just say download and then just download it. It's a pretty simple downloader, so you'll probably get used to it. This will happen when you click on SketchUp. So just hit start SketchUp and it will take a second to load. And now just click on this little girl right here and delete it, because this if you do have that girl there, it will be in your BeamNG.drive thing, and you don't want that, do you? Unless you want that girl in the BeamNG.drive thing. I don't know you, but whatever. So I'm gonna teach you how to make a little what do I actually want to make? I guess I'll make a cube to crash into. So, let's make a cube. So what you're gonna want to do is go to this tool, the pencil tool, and click on the origin, and just bring it out. Since I'm just making a small cube, I guess I'll do that. Bring it out. How far do I want it? Probably about there. And then bring it across and back down. And you see it made like a little wall. Actually, that's uneven. Can I move this back? Can I can I move this back? For the love of God, please. Can I move you back? No, I can't. Well, it's just gonna be an uneven cube then. Whatever, doesn't really matter. So let's now go to the pencil tool again. Let's have it come out like this. There. There we go. And there. So now we have a simple little, box thing, or a little thing. So, now let's make the, what's these? It's only wrong. Let's just make the, what do you call it? The actual, what do you call it? The roof, I guess? Yeah, the roof of the object. If I can do it. Come on. Be nice to me, please. And there. And now let's actually make it like that. There. And there. So now we have a simple little cube. Actually, I can make this look like a cube if I were to get the extrude tool, which is this one. It looks like an arrow, then like a block, or I guess a block, I guess. So you can just drag it up and down. You can get whatever shape you want. I'm just doing a cube for this tutorial. You can use whatever shape you want, but you can make a house if you want. I like making houses in BeamNG.drive. That's probably a good cube. Actually, let me move that in a little bit. And I can't. That's weird. Interesting. I didn't know you could do that. That's probably good for now, right? Yeah, I could probably just bring this up a little bit. And now we have a cube. So, let's now do some textures. If you want to make a custom texture, I will show you how to do that, but I'm just going to do a normal texture that comes with the game. So, what do we want to select? Let's select the, let's do metal. Let's see what metal things they have. We have a metal rusted, metal seam. So let's just get a little cube going over here. Oh, I forgot the bottom. Whoopsies, guys. Sorry. The bottom should be really simple. Just do what you did before. Wait, can I not make a bottom? Oh, okay, there. Whatever. Let's paint the rest of this crap. And the bottom looks a little bit weird, but whatever. Do I like that? Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now let's go to the file and press export and 3D model. You can't do 2D graphic or else it's not going to work. So do 3D model. I'm going to call this block tutorial. Block tutorial. Let's go to a desktop. Let me actually make a new folder called block tutorial. I'll show you why. So just make a folder of the exact same name as your item right now. Block tutorial, and let's open it and just hit export. Should take a second, and just close out of this. It will ask you, do you want to save, change it to untitled? Just say yes if you want to save it, and no if you don't. In this case, I'm going to say no. And let's get the, where is it? Block tutorial. There you are. So now what you want to do with this is you want to open it, and this is the textures file of the metal seamed, and this is the actual 3D model info. So what you want to do is right click and hit new, and go to text document and type in material.cs, like you see in the what do you call it, like you see in when you go into buildings too, like it has a materials.cs spelled like you would exactly spell like this one. So now what you want to do is open it. I open it with Notepad plus I open it with Notepad plus plus. But you can use basically any code thing. Let's close out of these extra ones. Minimize it if it's not already minimized. And let me actually open up a code line that you're gonna need. I'll put that in the description below. So this code line is gonna be very important for later, or for right now, actually, not later. So I will leave a exact same thing as this down in the description below, so you can just copy and paste it. So what you're gonna want to do is copy it and just paste it into there. So all the twos should be all the twos. Basically, just highlight the twos. No, come on, not the entire thing. Come on, please work with me. Okay, there we go. So just highlight all the twos. Press Control F. Go to the replace section, and just replace all the twos with your level name. So, or not your level name. The block tutorial, whatever the name of your object that you exported. So in this case, it's block tutorial. Hit replace all, and it should replace 3. And now what you're gonna want to do is go to the ones. Just highlight the ones. Now just type in the name of your map. So in this case, it's tutorial. And then do the exact same thing for the name of the map right here. And you should be good then, and just hit save. And that's pretty much it. That's basically how you import objects. Now just go to your documents folder, or wherever your map is. Mine is in mods right now, so I'm gonna actually type in the tutorial because I can't seem to find it. There you are. Let me close it, minimize it, and let me go to levels, tutorial, art, and just drag this block tutorial on your desktop. Just drag this block tutorial that you just, wait, where is it? Where is it? There you are. Stop trying to hide from me. And just drag this into the, into here. And just hit OK. And it should take a second to put it in there. And just hit exit. And now go back to BeamNG.drive, and I will meet you in the level. Okay, now we're in the tutorial map. So now just hit F11 to begin your level editor. And now let's go to, where's my mouse? I lost my mouse. There you are, buddy. Let me get go back into the object editor, or whatever you call it, and go to the library, art, and then you'll see block tutorial, or whatever your name of your object is. Open that, and when you click on it, it will ask you that, and just hit OK. If I can find my mouse, there we go. Hit OK, and there it is. There's our object that we just made. So, an important thing that you want to do is go to the thing right here, the collision, and just change this to visible mesh, because that is very important. Because you won't be able to touch it if it's not like that. So let's just change to there, and now you can just move around your object like you would with any other object. So I'm just gonna put this. No, come on. Mouse is being weird. I'm just gonna put this right here for testing purposes, so I can show you that it actually worked. Let's just put it right there, so the car can actually touch it. Let's move that there, and let's just hit file save, so it's saved. And let's go back into here. Go back to the car, and if I drive, I shall touch it. So that's basically how you import objects. You can make a ramp, you can make whatever you want, use any texture, make a house. You could technically make this. I'm not even joking right now. So I'm going to show you the other way to import objects, or export objects, or whatever you want to call it. So I will meet you at the site where you're supposed to do it. Okay, so now we're on the site. So what you want to do is, once you're on the site, it's called 3dwarehouse.sketchup.com. So I will leave a link to this site down in the description below if you want to do it this way or the other way. It doesn't really matter. So go to the top one where it says search. I'm just gonna type in simple house, which I already typed in earlier, so I can just hit search. So I'm gonna download this one, for example. So always give the creator credit by putting it in your map description below or whatever, so you don't get sued or whatever. So yeah, but let's just hit download. Let's do the 2015 model, and it should just download right there. Now just click on it and do this start SketchUp, and now you'll just see the house. So let's we can move around with this tool right here. So yeah, you can take a look at the house and see what it actually looks like. I believe this one actually does have an interior. Am I right? Yes, it does. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so you can look around houses or whatever. But for this example, I'm not going to look around the house. So what I'm gonna do is, or what you're gonna want to do is, go to the file, export 3D model as you did earlier. I'm gonna call this one house, and it already is called house, so it's not really gonna interfere with anything. So let me just hit new folder, house. Let's open the thing, export. Should take a second. And now just hit exit on that. Let's close out of this or minimize it. Now let's find, where did I put house? There it is. So let's go to the thing inside. Let's hit new text document. Let's call this material.cs. Let's open it. And let me actually copy the exact same one from here, and I can just replace the name of it. So the name of it should be just house, and then we don't have to do anything else because the level name is already the exact same, because we're putting the exact same levels. So we don't really have to do anything else after that. So let me just hit save, minus out of that, or exit out of that, and exit out of that. Let's go to my documents. Let's go to BeamNG.drive. And let's find tutorial to T. I'm looking for the T's. T. Now let's go to levels, tutorial, art, and let's just drop this in here. Let's close out of that. And let's just drop this. Where is it there? House into here. And let's exit out of that. And that's pretty much how you import objects online or whatever. So that's the other way. And I think that's an easier way to do it, because it's a lot more easier than making your own thing, and plus you give them credit. So let's go back into BeamNG.drive and I'll show you what we have. Okay, so we're in the map, so let me hit F11 and let's import that little house, or put it in the map, put it in the actual map. So let me wait for it to load, and let's hit Shift C to get into free roam. And let's put the house right here, and then we can add some trees around it, and that will be it for the episode. So let's go to art, house, and just click on it and hit OK. Should just take a second. And there's your house. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. So that's pretty much all you do to import objects. I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, I thought it was going to be a lot hard. Oh, now I can actually see. That's pretty detailed. I like that. That is really detailed, actually. There's no reason for it, is there? No, there isn't. Actually, I have an idea. I'm not going to tell you it, because that would be an evil thing to do. But, yeah, let me just put it where I actually want it. Let's just put it right here. And let's have some trees around. Actually, let me turn a little bit. Sometimes they're not the right size, so let me make sure that they're the right size compared to other houses. No, that's completely the other side. So just change the size if you want, just to make it more realistic to the actual other houses. So that looks about one. Let's do 1.5 on that. That looks about right because the door is about the same size. So now we have a more detailed house than this one, because this one doesn't even have an interior, so it's kind of lame. But yeah, it's pretty much the gist of how to import things. So yeah, let me actually add a little path leading to here. That's way too big. We probably don't need that. Let's do 2. It's too good. Nah, let's do 1. I mean, it's a small door, so let's do 1 here. And actually, that's a little bit too small. It didn't look like it when. That's weird. 2. And actually, this is the exact same way the way I made beach house or beach front house or whatever the name is. That's I just imported stuff from the thing to make it look like an actual beach. So yeah. And there we go. So now it looks like an actual house. So let me add some trees around it, and then we'll wrap up the episode. So let's do palm right now. I think palm would do good. Actually, if we're gonna do palm, let's make this more beachy. So let's go to the terrain paint tool and get some beach sand. Yeah, beach sand. Let's have it a little bit across the water, actually, to make it more realistic. There we go. Because it's water. Now let's get some. Actually, speaking of beach trees, we might want to add some here because of sand. Yeah, this is looking good. Or actually, no, I don't want that one. This is actually looking pretty good so far. I haven't really done that much. So yeah, as you can see, it's very easy to import custom objects or whatever. Also, I'm gonna show you something really quick after this, because I realized something that you're gonna need, because when I did it, I didn't realize. So I'll show you in a second. Let me just make this more pretty with trees, and that is probably good. Now it looks like an actual house. So yeah, doesn't it look pretty? Pretty. Let's go back into the actually we need to change the collision mesh to actual visual mesh, because your car won't touch it then. So let me save level and go into it. So let's drive our car over to there. Where is it? I think it's behind us, actually. So let me go back, around. Wee. Okay, there we go. Let's turn. Okay, turn again. And let's go to this little house and let's crash into it. No, not the ramp. Okay, good job at dodging that. Let's just crash into it. And I'm stuck. The bad thing about these custom models is that they can break your game very, very, very easily. Let me turn on pause so it's not as laggy. They can't break your game, but your car gets stuck in custom models a lot more than these ones. So just watch out for that. But other than that, custom models are the best. I mean, look at it. I mean, look, it's pretty. It's detailed too. I mean, compared to the other houses, they're a lot more detailed. I mean, look at that compared to this. I mean, you can just tell that's more detailed. So yeah, and also has an interior. I really like that. That's really nice. And also, it even has a washer room. That's the best. I love this. But yeah, guys, I think that will do it for this episode. And oh yeah, I forgot. So let me I already saved it. So just hit exit out of that. So one thing, what you want to do after you import it, is go to you need to go. Sorry, you need to go to Documents. Go to BeamNG.drive, Levels. Which one are we on? Tutorial. Now let me go to block tutorial, or wait, no, we're in actual tutorial, so I need to open another one to go into the mods, so I can actually find tutorial. So let me go to mods. Where is it? Tutorial on there. Levels, tutorial. Just drag this stuff in here because it's just necessary. Do it. Don't ask questions. Now for the custom objects, what you want to do is go to Art. And then you want to go to your custom object, which is house and block tutorial. So you see you got your own materials.cs. So you want to go into house. You want to drag materials.cs into there. Hit OK. And back out of there. Let's go to the other one, which is block tutorial. And let's go to materials.cs. Drag it in there. And now you should be good for people to actually see it, because you're the only one that can see it, because this is still in here. If you don't have this in here, then you won't be able to see it. It will just be like a no texture or whatever. So that's very important to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and it helps you out, leave a like on it, and subscribing will always be appreciated. And I guess I will see you in the next video. See you in the next BeamNG.drive video. Peace.